Intelligence meets wisdom. Once upon an element, a man named Intelligence questioned his own relevance, while his new old friend Wisdom offered his benevolence. Now you could tell it was evident the two were a little hesitant because the respect and reverence for each other was obviously heaven sent. And that's when Intelligence asked, well, why do we hate? Wisdom's rebuttal, well, why do we love? Intelligence wondered what will become of his fate, while Wisdom just embraced each day just because. Now Intelligence can prove how much he knows, but Wisdom shows how much he grows. Though Intelligence spends time searching for God, Wisdom sees that time is merely a fraud. They both chose while out in the job to put their pros, cons, and pride aside. Why? Because the power of rivals subsides if the powerful rivals die. Wisdom's crew was like, ooh, ride, while Intelligence entourage just sighed, oh my. So as y'all body as you ride or die, because Wisdom knew only the true tried to be wise. Intelligence replied, nigga, you ain't never lied. But there's something about these guys, they could not ever sever ties. Alone they could marvel, but together they mesmerize. Materialize metamorphosis, more opposites incorporated and attracted than they actually realize. Differences. For instance, Intelligence was man-made and Wisdom is a spirit. Intelligence is loud, but the sound of Wisdom must be silent to hear it. Intelligence is witty and quick, while Wisdom is peaceful and still. Intelligence can be artificial when Wisdom is real. Day and night, back and forth, they could debate turn for turn. But if you understand one without the other, further quandaries will forever burn. But for now, this intelligent case is closed, and the wise meeting of the minds is adjourned. While the blind has been leading the blind with frivolous concerns, we find that the true third eye lies intertwined between two universes of no return. In turn, these two terms will eternally be on good terms. In terms of the interim, the definitions have definitely and definitively been turned. Intelligence, the ability to learn. Wisdom, the ability to discern. Your turn.
Get your message or business promoted on John Henry Media Network. Make contact today. Use this email address, jahu.enterprises@yahoo.com. That's jahu.enterprises@yahoo.com. Again, that's jahu.enterprises@yahoo.com. For specific details on submitting your audio to make it happen, it will be aired on our very next episode for a small donation of your choice. So let's make it happen right now.
Mr. Sylvester Magee, born 1841, he died 1971, the man who lived 130 years. Sylvester Magee may have been the last living slave in America, and the oldest person who ever lived. Born a slave in North Carolina, he was the son of slaves named Ephraim and Jeanette, who worked on the J.J. Shanks plantation. At age 19, just before the Civil War, Sylvester was purchased from a slave market at Enterprise, Mississippi by Hugh Magee, whose surname Sylvester eventually adopted. Hugh Magee owned the Lone Star Plantation in Covington County, Mississippi. One source indicated that Magee was in time sold by Magee to Victory Steen, who operated a plantation near Florence, Mississippi. Sylvester eventually ran away from the Steen plantation and joined the ranks of the Union Army. Magee obtained his freedom after the fall of Vicksburg and served with Union troops. By the mid-1960s, due to his advanced age, Sylvester Magee became nationally famous. On his 124th birthday, the citizens of Collins, Mississippi threw him a party and Magee was sent a letter of congratulations from President Lyndon Johnson. Governor Paul Johnson even declared the day Sylvester Magee Day. Magee took his first flight to New York for a television appearance and later flew to Philadelphia to appear on The Mike Douglas Show. He appeared in the March 1967 issue of Jet magazine, and was noted by President Richard Nixon as probably the oldest citizen of the United States, having been identified as the nation's oldest living person by a life insurance company. When asked why he had lived so long, he simply stated that the Lord had been good to him. Reportedly, his last words were, "Lord have mercy." Sylvester Magee was likely the last living human being who possessed any first-hand memory of the trials of the Civil War or institutionalized slavery. Mr. Sylvester Magee, a black man. Stay tuned in. The next episode will begin soon. You have just heard another great and powerful message for our black community. Brought to you by John Henry Media Network in the United States of America. This is the place for you, your family and friends to hear educational messages and music from other very important black people to help build a stronger and more revolution-ready Black America. Your message will awaken another sleeping giant. So, contact us today at jahu.enterprises@yahoo.com. I say again, that's jahu.enterprises@yahoo.com. Get your music or message heard by millions for another generous donation today.
The sun is shining.